In this video, we are going to find again the net change and the average rate of change. So to find the net change, I just need to find what the difference of the y values is. To find the average rate of change, I need to technically find the slope. So first, to begin with, my function given is g of t is equal to t to the fourth minus t cubed plus t squared. So, and my x value or t value is -5. So the corresponding y value is g of -5, which is going to be -5 to the power of 4 minus -5 to the power of 3 plus -5 the whole square. Okay, I'm going to use my calculator here. Parentheses -5 to the power of 4 and minus -5 squared to the power of 3, sorry, and then plus -5 squared. Okay, and I'm doing this for a reason. You'll see that for the subsequent values, I'll be just going back and taking this expression and finding the value of it. So if I hit enter, I'll get 775. This is the corresponding y value. So now I need to find for t equals 5 what would be the corresponding y value. So I'm going to go up, select that, enter, and then I'm going to change just the negatives to positive. So I'm going to delete that so it becomes a positive, so I don't have to redo the whole thing again. Delete. Positive. So this would be g of 5 is 5 to the power of 4 minus 5 cubed plus 5 squared, when found will give me 525. So to find the net change, I just have to subtract the two. So I would go 525 minus 775. So if I subtract it, 525 minus 775, -250. Okay, now to find the average rate of change, I need to go the change in y over change in x. Change in y, I have -250. Change in x is going to be 5 minus -5. So this would be -250 divided by 10. So this is -25. This should be the answers to this problem. Okay, the next one, it's again asking us to find the average rate of change, but the difference here is I'm seeing a graph. And it's saying what is the average rate of change W between x equals 0 and x equals 100. Again, it's asking for average rate of change, so it is going to be a change in y, change in y over change in x. Now again, we the reason we are calling it average rate of change and not the word slope is because the graph given to you is not a straight line. If the graph I'm seeing is a straight line, then I can call the average rate of change a slope. But if it's not a straight line, then the average rate of change, in any curvy graph, you call it average rate of change because it doesn't have to be constant throughout the graph. It can change, vary depending on the graph. So the first point I have is x equals 0, which is this coordinate. And the next one I have is x equals 100, which is this coordinate. So if I find the average rate of change between these two, this is going to be a value which will be different from this point to this point, or this point to this point, and so on. Okay, so first in here, I'm going to find what the y value is. So at this point, my y coordinate is 150 and my x coordinate is 100. So this is my 100 comma 150 point, and this coordinate is going to be x is 0, y is 75. So change in y, so I go 150 minus 75 over change in x, so it's 100 minus 0. So I can go find the value of it. 150 minus 75, which gives me 75 over 100, right, divided by 100. And I can keep it as a fraction if I want to use the fraction feature in my calculator. All I have to do is hit math, enter again, and I get my answer as 3/4. Okay, so the average rate of change between 0 and 100 is 3/4 feet per day. Or if I want to write it as a decimal, it's 3 divided by 4. Oops. Sorry, 3 divided by 4, right? Which will be 0.75 feet per